Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Could Be Aqua plus Gravity 2. I am Rawrquaza. Today, it's a very special day, because I remembered that we unlocked mul-t's saw blade on stream. I've done one run with the power saw. Saw nearby enemies for 1,000 damage per second. Nail gun is 60% damage, but very fast. But has a low proc coefficient. This is lower range than nail gun, and does not have drop off, and does have proc coefficient. We did one run with it. I used just 2 power saws. I think that's probably foolish. I think the way to go is rebar puncher power saw, or maybe scrap launcher power saw. I don't think scrap launcher really brings anything extra to the power saw table, but rebar puncher adds the range that you need. But the run was fine with just 2 power saws. We ended up going very, very far. So I think that power saw is a very cool ability, and I actually prefer it to nail gun. We can go into why if you want, if I remember. If I don't remember, that's fine. But I do like the power saw. First of all, it's great. When I did this run on stream, you can find it in my VODs probably somewhere. Twitch.tv/Rawrquaza. Come hang out, we do silly stuff. The power saw is crazy. You can just do this. You can sprint while doing it. I don't think you can also go-kart, but this doesn't actually give you any damage. We ended up listening to basically the entire YouTube channel Will It Blend, which turns out it's basically just advertisements for iPhones. I did not realize that before, but really the entire Will It Blend is like so much just iPhone advertisement. They must have been sponsored. It's insane. And then we watched listened to the guy who saws a boat in half. And we did some, and then someone linked a video of like an hour-long, just saw noises. And I don't mean like, wanna play a game? Like the title of this video, dude, definitely is wanna play a game. I just figured it out. But it was like, a bench saw, and it was very annoying. And so I turned it off, and then we enjoyed some relaxing music. Now, of course, the boss is Greater Wisps. I think we got Greater Wisps as our boss on stream as well. And it was hard. Flying enemies, it's not great. There are some things about the saw. I'm not gonna... I have rebar. This is the solution to this problem, is the rebar launcher. I'm not going to put myself through the saw-only challenge at the moment. Well, I might die, actually. I might actually just die. I need to live. We're just gonna back it up a little bit. We fought vagrants, we fought all sorts of crap. The trick with flying enemies is that you need a hopo feather. We didn't actually get a hopo feather for the first, entire loop, almost. Which was not great for business. This is horrible. My level up has saved me. Okay, check it out. Now, it's fine. It's not fine, really. We actually took a calamitous amount of damage, and now I'm dead. Okay, well, look. Look, not a great start. I hate that boss on any character, not just Sawblade mul-t. It wasn't because of mul-t there. Look. It was, I'm not even defending mul-t that much. I'm trying to defend my own... It was a good warm-up. I needed a warm-up. I haven't played Risk of Rain in 2 days or something. I gotta get back into it, my senses need to be revved. I need to attune my chakras. Orient my That's okay. We'll get any boss that isn't in the air, easy mode. The saw blade is so sweet. I just want a saw blade time. Give me... So, okay, here's what we're looking for. The trick with the saw blade is it does a lot of damage. The real advantage that it has over nail gun is the proc coefficient. And I don't even know if the proc coefficient is 1. I just know that the proc coefficient is higher than the nail gun. So what we really benefit from are things like a big one would be ukulele, because ukulele is gonna let us chain some AoE, which is very good. It's going to... That's basically it. Lightning, dude. AoE lightning. It's insane. And then we could use some healing. Tri-tip dagger is very, very good. If we can print out a number of tri-tip daggers, or just get them naturally, I suppose, that would be very strong. If you dislike the noise of the saw blade, you're screwed, essentially. There is also the other bit that I haven't really explained is that saw blade does have an innate. It pulls you towards enemies when you hit enemies with it. Now, what this means is that you can stay in melee range, usually easier at the early game. What I would like to note is that sometimes, especially against flying enemies, you will completely overshoot the enemy because you'll just get pulled off. Okay, look, not like that, you gross. You get pulled away from the flying enemy, and you'll just kind of go careening off the edge. It would be nice if the saw blade also pulled enemies towards you as well as you towards enemies. But enemies that are hit by it kind of get sucked into the saw blade, a little vortex, you know? I don't know if that's how saws work in real life, but that's how they should work in this game from a gameplay standpoint. I don't know. It probably won't end up being changed, but it does make it semi-annoying later. Hello. Quaza, use the rebar launcher. You know what? You're right. It's fine. Now, what are we doing? We're gonna hit the teleporter, and it's gonna be a non-flying enemy. Check this out. It's gonna be anything, basically, except for a wandering vagrant or a horde of many flying enemy. Wandering vagrant is not as bad as you would imagine. It is not great, but it is not as horrible as you might initially think. So I think there's a bug with attack speed where, like nail gun used to be when it first released, if you get an attack speed increase while you're channeling the ability, you don't actually receive the attack speed increase until you stop. So this means that Predatory Instincts, because it changes your attack speed when you crit, isn't super great for this. But they are changing that in a future patch, whatever the next patch is. Hopo said on Twitter that was one of the fixes. Oh, wow. Dude, I can't wait to get Wake of Vultures with a Shock Elite affix and just chainsaw big old balls everywhere. Alright, let's go. Oh, hello. It's a Stone Titan, the ideal boss fight. Where is he? Where are you at, buddy? Is he down here? He is! What the heck? Hold on, kill this Shock Elite. Okay, now go down here. Yeah, dude. Look at that. Balls! And there we go. That was the Stone Titan. Now, tell me that that's not better than Nail Gun. Like, for what it does, especially with basically no items, Like, our damage item is a single tri-tip dagger, and I guess the Wake of Vultures thing actually was probably doing significant amounts of damage there. But I don't think Wake of Vultures actually adds all that much to this setup. I think that you will basically do that maybe a little bit slower to Stone Golem every time. Maybe the Shock Elite was helping more than I'm thinking, but it's definitely like an extremely strong, capable weapon that I believe is worth my time. And I enjoy it. I actually prefer it to the nail gun. Just because the nail gun doesn't have the proc coefficient, dude. It's all about proc coefficient. Items. Give me items or give me death. Now, things that we want. I actually want goat hooves. A lot, because I want to be able to strafe very easily. And more movement speed on my strafe allows me more control, which is something that I really think benefits my playstyle with the power saw. So that would be cool. Ukulele, as previously mentioned, and then Hopo Feather. Also, I need like a leeching seed or something. Give me some life on hit. Obviously, crit Harvester Scythe. If we could get some crit going, would be amazing. But any of that would be great, and that's what I'm really looking for here. Sorry for the knuckle popping. It's a bad habit. It's maybe not even a bad habit. Oh, you'll get arthritis. That's an old wives' tale. Give me scientific. My doctor doesn't say that cracking his knuckles are bad. That's not right. I don't know if I've actually asked my doctor about cracking my knuckles, but I feel like that's got to be an old wives' tale. If you are a doctor, post in chat with your doctor. Give me a screenshot of your PhD, and then tell me. Give me your official advice about cracking your knuckles, because yeah, nobody watches me as a doctor. Come on. Are you a doctor? There's no doctors. PhD in anything, not just medical doctor. If you're a doctor of, like, I don't know. You know, stun grenade is actually, in this case, I think stun grenade is actually way more useful to us than one topaz brooch. Even though, just because we like, it's huge. It's an on-hit stun. We're very close range, so it's incredibly valuable for us. We want every on-hit item, essentially, other than, I mean, Chrono Bobble is an example of an on-hit that I don't really care about, but you know what I mean when I say that. Anyway, if you're a doctor of, like, underwater BB stacking, hit me up with your official... If you're working on your doctorate, that almost counts. But also, are you watching me? That's honor. That's honor. Honor. Great honor on my family. I don't know why I'm having a stroke. Okay. I'm sorry. Crit is great. Oh, I need more money. There are 2 tier 2 chests. We're actually having a great run. One thing is missing. Any guesses in chat? It's, I'll give you a hint. We have damage. We don't have mobility, but we're mul-t, so we don't need mobility. Well, I'm not saying mobility wouldn't be welcome, but that's not what we need. What's the thing that we're missing? Yeah, that's right. It's Twitch subscribers. Be sure to subscribe with Twitch Prime, or with a real subscription at my Twitch channel. No, it's healing. Healing. I do need some source of healing. I did think I thought I saw a Chungus in a multi-shop. somewhere over there, which is good. And we will go for that. Because when you have no healing, one Chungus is basically all the healing you need. Berserker's Pauldron is not super helpful for us at the moment. It'll get there. That's one of those like long-term investment items, and I don't... It's not bad, it's just... not immediately incredibly impactful. Ouch. I don't have healing. Let me remind you. See, that's also not healing, but I appreciate the sentiment. It would be sweet if we could get an equipment that healed. Little guy or the fruit would be fine. Both of them would be fine. Stacking tri-tip daggers is wonderful. Hey, focus crystal. Focus crystal or Chungus. Oh, I gotta take the focus crystal. That's literally made for me. But I need that Chungus, which is horrible. I forget I can stun with my right click too. Helps with getting that initial stun. I hate it. I'm gonna have to take the Chungus, aren't I? Over the focus crystal. It's the smart decision. It's not the decision I want to make, but it's the one that I might have to. I'm trying to stall as hard as I can in order to search for any other answer here. But I think we really need this healing. Look at our health. We've been at half health for about 20 minutes. That's a utility chest, not a healing chest. I don't know what the overlap is on items that are utility. And if any of those items that are utility can also spawn out of healing chests, but... Rusted key? That's not really utility, that's kinda just garbage. Especially since it's our second. Alright. I hate it, but I think I have to get the healing. It's the smart choice. It really is. But it... Oh! Darn it. But it's not the fun choice! We're going focus crystal! I've ruined my own bit because I missed it. But that's okay. Okay, so here's the trick. Now we have to not die. See, we would have guaranteed our safety. Oh, there's a chest right there. Oh, it's a Stolen Titan though. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I mean, he's facing away from us. He is also deceased. Let me out. We have done it. Oh! The healing! We are rewarded! Yes! Titanic Neural, my man! Look at this. All the health regen we could ever want. One easy-to-consume package. As well as being a max health increase. And an armor increase? Maybe it's not. Oh, this feels so good now. Look at that, I'm healing. It's like we have, you know, pre-nerf regen now. All it took was a single boss drop. Okay. I feel like I never see Titanic Knurl either. So rarely shows up. Is that an equipment? Please let me in. Ow! No, this is a drum. I'll take it. Dude, the chest cost. Nice. Alright, how are we doing? Very kind of long stage, honestly. But I think we have damage figured out. We have, we just need to we need to work on our defenses, really, and our mobility. Scorched Acres. That's a little spooky. I love the saw blade, dude. Another thing that's really good that should go without saying, but I can't wait to get it. Sentient meat hook on Sawblade Multi is gonna be insane. It's gonna feel so good. I think it's really gonna be just... Hey, that's great. Really just gonna be quite unstoppable. We are gonna just patiently take our time here. We're not lacking the damage or anything, so we don't really need to go too fast. Like if we have the damage, make use of our... That's like we can get away with farming up some items. And I think that that's worth it at this point. Now we have a second source of healing, though it's very bad. It doesn't actually count. When is a amount of medkits? What is the number of medkits at which Quaza decides that that's a good source of healing? 5? 6? Now, is that good investment for, like, good opportunity cost? I don't think 6 medkits is a great use of your tier 1s, but I don't think that it's the worst use, and I think it can be a good source of healing. I think it would take at least 6 before I'd be like, okay, that's definitely a healing source. They buffed, or they're planning on buffing in this Hopo tweet, is how I'm getting my information. They said that they were going to add 2 to the base Monster Tooth healing amount as well, which does not mean that it's useful now, but it does mean that it's less useless, which is kind of cool. I dig that. Beetle, come here. Big, slow targets that are on the ground. That's like my jam right now. I'm into that. Hit me with those. I can do it. Ah, big, slow targets that are on the ground. I can do that. I just need to be close to you. That's all. And it works fine. Now, what I wonder is if I, like, go into a war banner, start sawblading, does this, like, caching effect occur where I keep my attack speed until I reset it? me, stopping, and then it recalculates. That might be true in this patch, I don't know. I need to remember my right click. That's how you deal with these guys. Before you can get them in close. That's a lot of boys. Okay, you know, for the hilarity, I want to do this. Give this equipment drone... I really need a ukulele, too. Give this equipment drone the... curious jar. Unstable pocket watch. Why is an unstable pocket watch in this game? I miss my mysterious ticking noise. I wonder if that item will come back. That's an item that I haven't thought about in a long time. Also, bouncing brain, dude. Where's my bouncing brains at? Lepton Daisy. It's alright. I don't really want to tangle with you. I should probably deal with you before, you know, you deal with me later. Deal with you on my terms. We still, honestly, don't have that great... Oh, dude. This is a bad choice. Why do bad choices happen to good people? It's possible we could live through that, maybe. Probably not. Really wish I would have taken that, Chungus, though, if that would really make the, make that a good thing. I'm worried about my health in that fight. That's a step in the okay direction. Oh, we still have all of this to explore. Let's hit the teleporter and then explore this offshoot here. Oh, Grove Tender. Now, this could kill me. Grove Tender does have the shotgun attack. Now, you might notice I'm kind of doing really floaty jumps. That's because we're being pulled forward by the saw blade. It does that on big targets. Very easy boss, though. I do think I've kept the attack speed from Berserker's Pauldron. This is faster than normal. Yeah, that's definitely faster. So we can kind of cache our Berserker's Pauldron attack speed if we stop and then resume attacking. The problem with attack speed is that we do get pulled. I'm not holding down any directional buttons, I'm just moving my mouse. And we get pulled forward pretty drastically. Well, when I was circling that enemy. I am also... That's the other thing, actually, that I don't mention often. No, I sometimes mention it. So there's a... Oh, when we got frozen, it reset our attack speed. You can see it's slower. The thing that I don't mention enough is the effects of Wake of Vultures on your health. When you kill a shocked enemy, it removes half of your health and turns it to shields, which isn't bad. Does it remove? Like, run out so I can see. No, it doesn't. It's just visual, because they did change that, didn't they? Okay, then there are no problems. When the shield returns, do you gain back all of your health? Is that a thing? I don't know, because it used to be that before they fixed the Wake of Vulture shielded enemies, they would just... you would kill a shocked enemy and lose half of your health in favor of shields. Oh, Ukulele's so good. Alright. Sure. It's okay, it's not like I have any equipment. Joke's on you. But, yeah, I don't know. It would, so when you're, it turned half of your health into shields, so if you had a bunch of healing, like, on hit, and you were able to leech back your health really fast, you were suddenly not able to do that because your shields wouldn't be restored. So it was cutting your health in half, and then if you took a big hit after that, you would have to then just deal with the consequences of not having... Hello, this is the wrong method. Our damage is not calamitous yet. I would like calamitous damage. I would also prefer to have additional healing. Would be very nice. We're gonna do these floaty jumps as we get pulled around in circles in order to dodge attacks, hopefully. Kind of asking a lot, I know, game, but if you could not laser me to death, that would be amazing. Might switch to some snipes here just to help this guy. Chill out a minute. My one regret with this is not having gotten an equipment that heals me. Crit classes are great. It would be really cool if we could get, I don't know, there's like 3 chests here, usually. Thank you for the shields. It does refill your health when you kill a shocked enemy. That's a very strong source of healing, then. Forget I ever said anything bad about Wake of Vultures. It's amazing. It's a very useful item. It also is just giving us damage. Like, I think Wake of Vultures might just be great. The only problem that I have with Wake of Vultures nowadays is if... Oh! We are in there! Now we have a reliable healing source. I have no problems. The only problem now is positioning against the boss, and if I am smart about it, then we should be fine. That one's kind of far out of the way. It's a little spooky. Ukulele, dude. Very good for these Lemurians. How much are our beacons? $200? When I activate one more beacon, it will summon the boss. And we want to be there, ready to pop him after we do these last 2 beacons. He doesn't use his laser beam until after you pop the beacon. So the trick is, if we save the last beacon, last 2 beacons until he's like right next to us, we can properly set up here. Make sure to kill a lot of extra boys. There's an item in here, might as well grab it. Time, that's excellent actually. You can also sprint with this. I didn't mention that. You can sprint while using this skill. It's very good. Okay. Okay, we're going in now. I don't have my health, unfortunately. I really wish I had like a harvester's scythe. You need to be ready for him to start lasering. He is going to do it. I'm going to get the heck out. I don't want to die. I almost died there. That was very spooky. Ouch, that's not great. This is a horrible spot. I'm gonna die. Oh, it's spooky. He's gonna go invincible, definitely, but that's okay. I'm just gonna heal up. Ouch. Oh, let me out. We're gonna just take it easy. Take it easy. Ha! Got him. Alright. Take it easy. He is immune? Yeah. Okay, so the tricky one here is gonna be that one that's very far out. Far away from everything else. So here's the plan. We are going to bait out a laser beam. Yep. You bait out the laser beam, and then you wait for it to finish. And then we go hit things. I'm gonna leave that one there. That'll be the last one that I do. Now, he might laser me again if I'm out here. But I should be able to escape behind a rock or something. Yeah, we're fine. If he starts lasering now, that would be ideal. Yeah. I'll do it, mister. We're gonna let him laser one more time. Get out of my way, that drone. Let him laser one more time, then hit this thing. Hit this thing. Go to town. Kill some of these elites, that would be great. Would just live. Get him. Easy, dude. Oh, don't die to freaking golems after all that. Now, I am very low health, and I need to live. And you know what? We did it. I'm very excited. I'll take a... Oh, that's real spooky. We even successfully buffered the attack speed from Berserker's Pauldron there. This is a very... I'm not upset with that fight at all. That was a very clean fight. I've had faster ones where I've one-phased him. But now we have a big meat shield to hopefully soak up whatever boss we fight. It's aggro for a while at least. Aurelionite as an item is such a good item. It's very strong. It's like Lepton Daisy if Lepton Daisy did anything useful. Because it does the useful things. Okay, so the trick here is going to be not summoning the boss. Because if I summon the boss, I think I'm actually dead. I do not believe that I will be able to live. I would love to get some more healing as well. On-hit healing, preferably. A single leeching seed would be a significant healing increase. Just due to our attack speed right now. Stealth Kit is very good. Stealth Kit is just... It's one of those items that whenever I get it, I remember again how freaking great it is to have it. Oh, and we got a Leeching Seed. That's wonderful. That's just a bunch of healing that we didn't have previously that we do now have. And stacking Leeching Seeds on mul-t is much better than stacking... Stacking Leeching Seeds on Sawblade is much better than stacking Leeching Seeds on Nailgun, because the proc coefficient makes them stack better, actually. With Nailgun, you'd be getting, with 2 Leeching Seeds, you'd still be getting 1 health per hit. It would take like 3 or 4 or whatever. This is, it's turning into quite a build. More teddy bears is wonderful. We are a melee character, essentially. I didn't mention the suck cube, but that's very strong. It's very synergistic. Oh, dude, rejuvenation rack. What a great time we're having. It's just wonderful. Capital time. Sticky bombs. On hit items. I'll take it. Did you know that there's a sticky bomb relic in Borderlands 3 where you apply sticky bombs on melee hits? I've been working on a melee Amara the Siren build. Punchy Siren. And that is a potential contender for certain variations of the build, and it's pretty sweet. Okay. I think we're doing pretty okay here. I think I'm going to hit the teleporter. There's a lot of items here. I need more money. I'm going to hit it, though. It is a vagrant. Okay. There's 2 ways. We don't have Hopo Feather, but we can sort of get him when we... If we can latch onto his legs, you can kind of pull yourself up like that, because we have such high attack speed. I also might die. Ouch. But it's fine. Also, Aurelionite is doing some severe work. I don't know how much of that was me and how much of that was Aurelionite, but together we got it done. And that went much smoother than the run I did on stream with the Sawblade. And as a reward, we gain the ability to Hopo Feather. That's so good. It's very important that we have gotten this ability. That feels like a just reward. You know what, Eccentric Vase? Screw you. I don't have time to switch weapons just so that I can put you in my off slot. You had your chance. Aurelionite actually destroying everything. It's cheating. Really. Literally cheating. Oh, there's a Miss V on my desk. Hello. My kitty. Sweet girl. Alright. Let's go pick up some items. Hopo Feather. Second Hopo Feather. Very useful. How many Hopo Feathers before they're useless? 4. The 4th Hopo Feather is where it starts to really just drop off. But then I think it picks up around like 10 again. Like it goes up from 4 slowly. Did we get the tier 2? I think we're probably mostly fine. He says as he goes and... Sticky bombs! Ah! How many sticky bombs am I gonna get? They stack to like 20 now or something? Before you have a 100% chance? I'll throw things until I lose either a tri-tip dagger, a teddy bear, or the crit glasses. You can have everything else. If you take any one of those things, I will stop playing you. Focus crystal, maybe. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll stop there. 7 sticky bombs is still what? It's like 5% chance per stack. It's 30 something. 35. I don't know if it's actually, it starts at a, is it 5% plus 5% per stack now? I forget. Things happen. They get updated. Who knows? That's still a pretty decent chance when we're hitting this quickly. I would like to know from a source that actually has knowledge that's accurate. Is the proc coefficient of Saw Blade actually 1? Because if it is, this is insane. I mean, it feels insane, so... But I would just like to know... I think that adds a significant amount of damage, actually. I think it's very decent. The sticky bombs. Yeah, brother. Oh, it's just... It's great. It really is great. It's an enjoyable skill to play with. We're now a melee DPS. Somewhere, Handy is back in Risk of Rain, just crying a single tear as the inferior melee character. What would... If you took Handy's kit, right? What would have to happen to his kit to make him viable? I think his hammer would need to absolutely just decimate. It would need to be like loader levels of hit. Because I think all these new melee characters are coming out. You got Loader, who kind of replaces the big hit melee character. The Handy, that was like his main gimmick. Loader's kind of taken over the roles, honestly. I don't really see... The benefit that he would have, I guess, is the drones that allow you to heal, which isn't by any means a bad thing, but I don't know if it's a strong enough gimmick in order to differentiate himself from the cast enough. I don't think Mul-t's coming, or sorry, I don't think Handy will be making a return to Risk of Rain 2. I think the fact that he's displayed prominently on the character select screen is basically it's a nod, and then, you know, it's an acknowledgement. Same thing with Bandit. It's still possible that Bandit could come out, but as I've said in past videos, I don't think Bandit is very likely. I think that if he was likely, he would have already been out by now. I think that it's just like they've decided that the role that he filled in Risk of Rain 1 is now either done better by other characters or is just not something that differentiates enough from itself enough in a 3D space or something, you know. I don't know what their exact motivations are, but from what I can read of the room, it would be very surprising to me if Bandit returns as the same character, at least. Like, I could see him returning with a very different kit. Like a new Bandit. Maybe they call him Bandit and they keep his shotgun or something. But, you know, the difference between Handy and mul-t, I think, will probably exist between old Bandit and new Bandit, if Bandit even is a thing anymore. I want to know, is Loader the character with the code name Paladin? Wasn't there a Paladin character that was going to happen? We have like Paladin and then Poison, acidic person. Is that just Acrid? Plague Doctor? Is that just secret code for Acrid? Don't kill me. So the problem here, Glacial Beetle Queen is fine. The problem is I don't want to get one shot. That's literally the only problem. If we can avoid getting one shot, we will live! You know, I hate it, really. I don't have healing. Get in the teleporter. Need my Lepton. In a world where you don't have healing very much. The Lepton. Base Lepton, dude. I'm gonna be frozen. That's fine. I don't know when they did it. That's horrifying. I don't know what just happened. Ow. It's still happening. Oh my lord. I think there's something to be said. If you weren't convinced yet that Sawblade is better than Nailgun for procs, even if they had the same proc coefficient, Sawblade inherently is better because it does have an AoE. The AoE is small, but if you can hit more than one target with Sawblade, that's already much better than Nailgun. Because the AoE is, you're proccing on all the enemies that you hit. And then those enemies, you know, anything that they proc, that have, like ukuleles proc on other enemies and it bounces off. It's just great. It's like single target is one thing. If there's anything more than a single target, it's like no contest, I believe. So when we're sucking things into one point, or we have, you know, we get that legendary freaking possibility of having finish my thought process, please. The sentient meat hook. If you happen to get sentient meat hook on a multi-run, that's like my perfect ideal item. That would be the best. Sentient Meat Hook is definitely my favorite item from Risk of Rain 2. Ukulele is sweet. Electric shit is sweet. Sentient Meat Hook is like next level. The fact that it's also just really, really good. Clover, Clover doesn't even exist. Clover's really cool, but it's really just, it's a catalyst. And that doesn't mean I would probably pick a Clover over a Sentient Meat Hook 90% of the time. Not on mul-t. On mul-t I would definitely always take one Sentient Meat Hook at least. If you're talking about multiple, I think that Sentient Meat Hook also does stack fairly decently, for the first couple at least. It stacks like Teddy Bear, I believe, in terms of chance. So, you know, obviously after one Sentient Meat Hook, you're probably better off with a Clover, like mathematically speaking. And Clover also affects other things. So, but, you know, I'm saying the effect, having the effect of the Clover is incredible. Or of the Meat Hook is just incredible. And so that's very important. Now, am I going to get this crowbar? No, I'm going to get the stun so that I can stun more consistently, which is going to make saw blading better. Or safer. And this is great. Mul-t and I have had some wild times in the past, but you know, we're back on good terms, I think, with this update. I really do think that this saw blade is one of the stronger skills to be added. Is it as strong as Commando's fourth? Or, sorry, his second? His right click? I think it might be. I think it might be more strong than Commando's right click. Don't tell Hoppo I said that, though. If this thing gets nerfed, I'm going to be real sad. But I could definitely see this getting nerfed. Please don't kill me. I don't like standing inside of hell when it freezes over. Oh, you're doing the thing. Especially when the boss is vomiting on my spaghetti. Maybe I should just stand under here and see if I can like, get the legs or something. Yeah, there we go. Something's happening in here. I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm frozen. I think I'm hitting. I don't know. It's weird. We did it. Chronobobble. I think it was Nivellum. Nivellum was mentioning, hey, Chronobobble isn't bad on Rex. You know what? With his new right click to keep him in the AoE. And you know what? I think Chronobobble isn't too bad for keeping enemies in melee range. I think the biggest problem as you get to endgame with the saw blade is actually the attack speed pulling you really fast through enemies. Instead of kind of sustaining on them, you get pulled around through them because it accelerates you forward. Alright. How about I just live? Rawrquaza, have you considered not dying in one of your videos? Uh-oh. That's not great. Honestly, in terms of bosses that I'd like to fight, Imp Overlord is not incredibly high on the list. Magma Worm is very high on the list. Imp Overlord is like a little bursty for my tastes. Just a little bit, ouch. I just need to watch my health a lot. Ow. Ooh. Remember when I said I need to watch my health? Who needs that when you could just sit in the middle of all of the enemies as they're doing their stuff and just die instead? Ooh, it's a little spicy in there. I might die. I am alive. I don't like my health. Oh, Lepton! Actually, incredibly clutch. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about Lepton. I think 1 or 2 Leptons is not bad. I might die. I might die. I might die. That's a Will-o'-the-wisp. I have 27 health. Please. Do I have a cautious slug? I don't. You know, it's been a good run. It really has. I'm gonna just live. Lol. Forehead. I forgot I had 2 Hoppo feathers this whole time. I think 2 Hoppo feathers would have caused me to live easier, because I would have been able to jump around their heads rather than stay around their feet. But you know what? We made it happen regardless. And that was a great run. I hope I have successfully showcased the raw power that is my new favorite multi-attachment. Another good addition to the arsenal that is Swiss Army multi. Oh, I need to not go through that portal, right? Habit. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy! Bye-bye.